Welcome to Eastchester Vault Week 10. So we're going back to the year 2001 where the Eastchester Eagles are facing off versus the Nanuet Golden Knights in the last regular season game. It's essentially a game to get in the playoffs, so a win and get in scenario for both teams. Both teams come in with a 4-2 record. But this game goes well beyond just win and get in regular season game to get into the playoff scenario. There's a lot more background to this game that we have to kind of make you all aware of. The first thing you have to kind of notice is it's the year 2001, and this game was originally slated to be played, I believe, on September 15th, 2001. Now, anyone from America understands that on September 11th, 2001, we had the terrorist attacks, and this forced this game to be moved. And this game happened to be moved to the last game in the regular season, and take football out of it for a second. It's a team, a group of 16, 17-year-olds that have to deal with the changing world in 2001 after the terrorist attack, dealing with all that stuff, but also getting ready and committing to a football team. And one thing you'll learn about this 2001 team is they really bought in. Eastchester prior to this game, prior to 2001, was really struggling in the late 90s and the year 2000. They had really not had a very successful season in a while now, and you can kind of sense the program maybe going down a little downward trajectory. But if you talk to any of the 2001 players, they would say that this team, more than any team that they've been around, really bought into what the coaches, what Coach Fred DiCarlo and the new coaches, Coach Mayer and Coach Joe, were really selling, and it starts to really show. What is also amazing about this game is this was a game, kind of a revenge game from last year. Nanuet was a sectional finalist last year, and they played Eastchester at their homecoming, at Eastchester's homecoming in the year 2000, and Nanuet just destroyed Eastchester. They won 34-0. And that left a lot of the juniors who are now seniors, left a really bad taste in their mouth getting ready for this particular season. And they see they have an opportunity to not only get revenge, but, go into the playoffs. So it's a very, good situation to be set up right here. With all that being said, Coach Fred DiCarlo in 2001, his third year as the head coach, if you ask him about this game, he says this is the game that put Eastchester on the map. Eastchester would go on in the 2000s to have very successful seasons, 2003, 2005, 2006, 7, 8, 9. They had very good years throughout the 2000s, and this was the game that kind of put Eastchester, as he would say, on the map. Any Eastchester football player, fan, alumni, anyone dealing with Eastchester football should be very interested and should be excited to watch this game, because without this game, you maybe don't have the success that you had in the 2000s. And this was a team that had a lot of different talent. We should mention in the beginning of the season, Eastchester does get off to an 0-1 start, and they're going to move their starting quarterback, Derek Ford. They're going to move him to running back, and it's going to make a huge difference going forward, as Derek Ford is going to be one of the more talented ball carriers Eastchester is ever going to have. After that 0-1 start, Eastchester is going to win, go to 1-1, and then they're going to find themselves facing Harrison, who eventually beats them pretty good to force Eastchester to 1-2. And Harrison was a very good team with a number 1 seed in the playoffs, so it wasn't a bad loss, but put Eastchester in a hole 1-2. But they're going to then rattle off 3 straight victories. And they're going to find themselves in a position to go 4-2 and find themselves in a position to eventually maybe even get into the playoffs. Now, there's a third team that's a part of all this, Tappan Zee. Tappan Zee Eastchester lost to week 1, but now they're sitting with an opportunity to, if Eastchester wins this game, to win a 3-way tie to get into the final playoff spot. And what's amazing about this game is the game's going to literally come down to the final moments, and if Eastchester doesn't put in a late touchdown, there's going to be a little problem with the tiebreaker, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that going forward. Eastchester's offense has a lot of talent at this point in time. They will start sophomore Jerry Cesarini after game 1. Derek Foyer, the starting running back, is going to have a very big game. Fullback Nino Bosco is going to have a big game, and he's also going to pull off maybe one of the biggest runs in Eastchester history. I can't wait for everyone to see that one. A play that, if you were part of this team, is etched into their brains and their memories forever. So keep an eye on Nino Bosco. You'll meet Joe Delora for the first time, one of the biggest, strongest, most physical players in Eastchester football history. I believe he was number 73. He was a senior captain. Keep a good eye out for him. Also, keep an eye out for Jesse Bliss. He was the starting center. And also, as Coach Fred would say, one of the best linebackers, if not the best linebacker he's ever coached, number 52. He was also a senior captain along with Nino Bosco, number 35. So this is a very talented team. You'll also see sophomore Mike Bresnicki making a play on both offensive and defensive lines. We know he has a very big 2003 season. And Eastchester's offense does a really good job in this game, but you have to be you will definitely notice their defense. Their defense led by Jesse Bliss, senior linebacker, Joe DeLaura, Derek Foyer. These guys were very good defensive players. And you're going to see sacks, you're going to see interceptions, you're going to see a complete team effort. And this is one of the better defensive showings in one of the biggest games in Eastchester football history. So we'll see a very good defensive effort in this game. So this was a long introduction, in large part thanks to this being such a big game, and I think a game that all Eastchester football fans should know, because this, as Coach Fred said, put Eastchester on the map. So with that being said, we'd like to welcome you to Eastchester Vault Week 10, and we're now going to premiere Eastchester vs. Nanuet 2001. We hope you enjoy.
20. Prepares to the 40-yard line. Let's go, let's go! Down on the 45-yard line. Let's go, let's go! 7, please, center. Yeah. You'll wear it one day. With the ball, looking to pass, incomplete. Brewer takes the ball. Come out, Nanuet.
I got plenty of time.
Nanny cancer, Leary, Mormon, Aquilino. I got
Burglar takes it to 7. Returns the ball to the Brian Dunn at quarterback. Looking to pass. Pepperini on the handoff. Brewer carrying crosses the 40. Stewart crossing. Puts out the Stewart. Travis takes the ball to the 30.
Let's go, Eagles! Get that ball! Get it!
Wilson plays it as a
That ball! Right there! Yeah!
Travis with the ball. Crosses the 30. Medical clearing. Turning on the handoff to QRS. QRS crosses for 20.
Well, let me. I feel like my God. I don't have his card.
Let it block! Let it block!
Crosses the 25 to the 23.
Hold on to that ball! Hold that ball now! Come on, block!
This is his name. He lives in
Good stop at the 20.
That's his pants.
Good stop at the 15.
Nobody got me.
Incomplete pass.
I can go to work for the town tomorrow.
Let's go! Let's go!
Traffic, yeah. Traffic.
Crowd is fine. Maybe spontaneous.
They had stop signs this high from the ground. It's supposed to be 7 feet up. You're 70 years old? What? You're right. Because the police department has a green light. They wouldn't have the green light for that.
Backside feed.
Take it in, hey!
Good crosses the 5.
Take it in, D! Come on, block That's the best side. Go out, go out.
We'll take the boat across.
That ball carrier!
Ball taken by Berkowitz. Berkowitz at the 20. Back at the 18-yard line. Second down for Nanuet.
Like there are 44 quarters. Jesus, a quarter, man.
As I said before, Ian, and intercepted that pass.
Incomplete pass.
A diving whale.
Ready to go, team!
What the hell made that pass? Got plenty of time. Yeah.
Should have ran it. He had that whole silent. Could have ran it right down to the 5.
They're supposed to be a running team. Yeah, the runners are supposed to be.
It's like Nebraska trying to pass. It just don't work out. You know what I mean?
A lot of teams pass. Nebraska doesn't pass.
These are your guys. You guys aren't bad. I can tell right now. You better just take a knee if he's smart.
Yeah, it's only 124. That's it. Hold on to that.
One more on the play. Gun on the handoff.
No defense!
Mascar recovers the fumble.
Let's go, Eagles! Watch out, Derek! Don't let it get behind you! Get that quarterback! Get that quarterback!
One keeping the ball. One more on the play.
One more time! Eagles! Go Eagles!
Stewart crosses the 30.
bounds.
Right there! Yeah! Yeah!
Punch and Nanuet.
Catch it, catch it!
Come on, guys.
Get on! Come on! Get it!
Here crosses the 40.
Good job, Kevin! There it goes, Derek! Yeah!
Here crosses the 40. Here carrying. Knocked out of bounds by
Go, baby! Go, baby! Get down there!
pass is complete.
They got them balanced straight.
Pass is complete. Son pitching out to Jarvis. Son looking to pass. Incomplete pass.
Jesus.
Ball Incomplete.
Come on, defense, don't give in!
Stop by the
Hold it!
knocked out of bounds. Incomplete. Bosco carrying.
Go knees! Let me go! Yeah!
Elevate your mind and self together.
You want to take the ball to the... Taking down to the...
Take it in, Nino!